So in this video, we're going to take a quick look at how these buttons at the bottom work and how it relates to the photos and the comments, right? So you can see remove, add, edit. So yeah, they're fairly basic. So if you hit remove and you select any of the deficiencies you have already selected, and you can then remove it, right? So now that deficiency was linked to a photo, and so the program's telling me, hey, something's missing, right? You can see it turned red, the photo turned red. So add only adds the deficiency, right? It doesn't link it. So in this example, we remove voids and gaps between tiles, right? So let's put it back and we'll say, let's add it, right? So it's still red because we didn't link it. We just added the comment. So you can see also the comment has an @ sign at the beginning. That's just a little indicator to let you know that's the one that's causing a problem, right? So if we want to link it, you still have to go through this form, the one we saw a previous window, right? So if I select that and then I filter for that comment, void or gaps at between tiles, right? So we say link it, and now it turned green, right? Because it's been linked. That's what we want. But let's remove it again just to show you something else, right? So I'm going to remove that one, right? So it's red again, and actually what I wanted, so we removed it. Let's add it all again one more time just to show you something else, right? So if you did have a deficiency in here that you didn't want to use and you want to find it quickly, right? So you know that that's not linked. You can hit remove, and then at the top of this form, you see a button says show unlinked items. So if you click on that, it's going to show you which deficiency is not linked, right? So then you can select it and say, okay, remove that. So anything that's not linked can be easily found and removed, right? But let's go to the right side, and I want to show you another way to process the photos very quickly, right? So let's actually remove all of the comments, right? Let's say you're starting kind of from scratch. You don't have any of these comments yet, and you want to just process all the photos you took. So all of these are in blue because I said there was no problem. I want to click the letters. So when you first bring in your photos, they're potentially going to look like this, right? They're all red and have no comments, right? That's really what it'll look like at the beginning. And to process them quickly, you would click the first photo, and at the bottom, this wording will probably have to change a little bit bigger, but you can say it says processing single image. If you click on this button that says show all, it'll say processing 1 of 14, right? So what we're going to do is just kind of click through each photo and assign a comment, right? So in this case, it's the parapet wall and cracking. So you can see how the filtering works, right? It's very quick. I just put a partial word, PAR, comma, CR, and it found the comment I want, cracks in top of parapet wall. And I'm going to hit save next. And then this comment, this photo is the same problem. So I'm going to use the same one I had before. And here's a loose tile. So I'm going to say tile, place, TIPL. Tile is out of place. And ponding, indication of water ponding. Tar, crack. So I'm going to use this one. And this one is the same comment as I used before. So that was the same as what I used before. And this one is just an overview. I'm going to say none. You see this button here at the corner? None is always going to be at the top left corner. So I'm going to say none, right? And that's the same as what I had before. And this one is like seams are not secure. And this one is ponding. And if you can't find it, even, you can see that the list is growing with comments that we've already used, right? So you can quickly reuse them. But if you can't find it, you can say ponding, right? And again, you can use it that way. If the list is much bigger, you can click this filter button at the bottom, and it'll also show you just what you've used that matches your keyword up here, right? So this one's tile. So you can see, I don't know if you can see it in the photo, but there's a gap here. So I think we want to put tiles out of place. Let's say tile void. Yeah, let's use that one. And this one, there's no problem. So I'm going to say none, which is the button here. And the same thing for that one, none. And that's it. Now I'm going to close the form on this side. And everything's green or blue. And all my comments are here. And everything's been assigned a location. Okay, so that's one way to process them very quickly. That's really what you're going to end up doing is when you bring in the photos, more than likely they're all going to be red. Now they don't have to be, and I'll show you that in another video.